Alright, what's up guys? I'm really excited to make this video. As you can see behind me, the Bronco is done. Everything's installed, ready to go, ready to take out to the desert and rip. So today I'm gonna go over what I installed and the specifications of everything and kind of what everything on this truck is built for and what it does. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this front end right here. Obviously I have the cut and turn twin traction beams from Solo Motorsports. Excuse the grass, I ran through some bushes today on the way home. But these are my 2.5 12-inch coilovers from Locked Offroad. They come with finned reservoirs with compression adjusters on them, so that makes it really nice going from daily driving this on the street to driving it off-road. And then if you can see back there, I have their 2x2-inch hydraulic bump stops with the pin style bump can setup. And this might be a little tough to see, but to mount these we just made some real simple little almost like long triangle pieces that kick it out just enough so that it'll bump on the Solo Motorsports radius arm. And if you can see, we actually bought the doubler plates from Solo Motorsports that go on top of the radius arm. So basically it's another piece of metal that you weld onto the top of it to give it extra strength and a place for the bump stop to actually bump to. So I'm going to be explaining how everything works just in case anyone's new to the channel and they don't know exactly what all this stuff does. So bump stops are basically just super compressed and they act as a safety device for not bottoming out your truck and giving you a smoother landing on jumps and big whoops and stuff like that. We have limit straps from Mackenzie's Off-Road in Anaheim. And so what these things do is they limit how far your tires can drop out when it's at full droop, because if you go off a jump and these 35-inch tires drop out all the way, it'll actually rip the shaft out of your shock and ruin your shock. So what you do for these is you measure from a point on the plate that you weld onto your radius arm for the Broncos obviously, and you measure a point on your frame. So I measured from this top bolt to here down to the middle of the frame and I made a mark, and it was 13.5 inches down, so I bought a 13-inch strap. So what that does when you buy the 13-inch strap is it straps it 1/2 inch before you're at full droop, so it's 1/2 inch before your shock will actually bottom itself out, and that'll give you the most amount of travel out of your shock as you can with it still being safe at the same time. So this truck is bumped right about I write about 15 to 16 inches of travel on the front end, and the same with the rear, but we'll get into the rear another day. But now we're going to talk about these Locked Off-Road shocks and the Solo Motorsports shock hoop. So this Solo Motorsports shock hoop I got for my Bronco is, in my opinion, one of the nicest shock hoops you can get. Everything on these is perfect. All the welds, all the notches, bending, all that stuff. So installation is super easy. I installed it myself if you've seen those other videos. And so if you look up here, it has a mount for your coilover and a mount for your bypass. And then it'll come with these lower mounts that you weld on. But when you get your bypass, you actually put the bypass in the front and you switch the coilover to the back. So when you do get a bypass, it's super simple to just do that little switch and then you got both running with you. So it comes with this on this side, this is the driver's side, and it's pretty much identical on the other side. So what Solo did, which is really cool, is all these line up to existing bolt holes on your frame. So what you do is you bolt the shock hoop onto your frame and then you weld it all on when it's already in place and tightened down. And it's really nice that they gave us that feature. It's makes installing a lot easier. So this does come with a cross member that connects both sides, so I'm going to pop the hood and take a look at that. So here's the cross member itself. It's kind of hard to see, but it goes down and connects to the top of the hoop. The hoop runs up through here, goes up, cross member goes all the way across the whole thing, all the way to the other side, which you can see here. And this hoop just goes all the way down and down on this side, just like the one on the driver's side. And I also mounted the finned reservoir, so now is a good time to start talking about these amazing Locked Offroad shocks. So I've been working with Locked for a little while on this build, and I finally got these shocks installed, and let me just say, these shocks are worth every penny you spend. I'm not going to give too much away, but I have done this with them. And I've also done this. And they are amazing. So each coilover or bypass that you buy from them all comes with a finned reservoir, so it keeps your shock cool. These fins release some of the heat so the air can kind of grab onto them. And they also have these compression adjusters, which I've talked about a ton in the past. Makes it really easy, so you can turn it all the way down to setting number 1 or up to setting number 21. It has 21 different stiffness settings. So if you want it super soft for the street, you can have it super soft for the street. If you want to turn it up for jumps and off-roading and whoops and whatever you want to hit with it, you can turn it all the way up to 27. In the jump clip that I just showed you, I only had it halfway up at 10 clicks, and it felt amazing. So I can't even imagine what else I could do with these shocks on full compression. And these shocks go great with these bump stops that I also bought from them. It's insane. Don't mind the hoop not being painted. I'm working on that, getting it painted soon. And overall, everything's super nice, super easy to install. Had a lot of fun installing it, and the truck really performs like it's not even the same truck anymore. Here's a little sneak peek for what I'll be posting in a new video pretty soon. So that'll be exciting. Stay tuned for that if you want to see that. Full exhaust video coming soon. But yeah, guys, that's the truck for now. I will be doing driving videos soon. We'll take it out to the desert. Obviously, I'm going to be jumping it a ton more. If you guys have any jump spots in Orange County or anywhere around here, please drop a comment or DM me on my Instagram. This is my Instagram. And let me know, and I'll come hit it and make a video out of it, and that'll be cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned on what's going to be happening with this truck. There's going to be some big changes actually coming soon to the whole truck. I don't want to give anything away yet, but it'll be really cool. So thanks for watching.